What's going on there, kings and queens and in between? It's your boy MFC back at you again with yet another video, and I gotta just start off by saying you can't make this up. Even if I wanted to besmirch somebody's name just out of the evil malice of my heart, I couldn't come up with a storyline this good. So for those of you who don't know, Artesian Builds, you know, one of the big PC manufacturers that gives you all of your pre-built PC and gaming needs, has decided to come out and fumble the bag. And not just fumble the bag, we know exactly who they sent the bag to. Because one Kia Pia has basically, over the past 24 hours, became a celebrity overnight. Thank you very much, Twister, for an excellent song. But we gotta really talk about this because somehow, some way, this is a company that has gone from basically breaking laws and basically frauding a giveaway all the way to evading taxes for over 12 months. And you got to start asking yourself, how is it that the CEO is going to tell somebody that they're not popular enough? They don't have enough credits. They don't have enough clout in order to ascend to the winner's circle of their giveaway, but somehow have only 5% of the followers of somebody who they said didn't have enough followers to even be involved. Does it sound like a mouthful? Well, let's dive into it. Now, as you guys know, as a couple of days ago, they came out on a live stream to announce that all the people in our ambassador program have been entered into a giveaway sweepstakes. Woohoo! And you get a chance, yes, you get a chance to win a free build from Artesian PCs. And we're going to make sure that we do right by our own people. And, you know, if they're an ambassador or someone who you're affiliated with, you got to understand a couple of things here. They had to be vetted by somebody. You wouldn't just be haphazardly passing out these affiliate and onboarding links for no reason, would you? There's no way you'd be a program that'd be that predatory. Sorry. I was expecting Twitch to come in here and strike me down at some point or something like that. But as you already know, if you guys have followed me on my old channel, you know how I feel about affiliate onboarding processes due to the fact that they're very predatory because it's at no cost to the people who are in the upper echelon of the company that is doing the affiliating. And all the burden falls on the affiliated, the content creator, because sure, they get free advertisement off of everything that you do, but at no point do they have to come out of pocket and genuinely support you as an individual to further your content in a symbiotic relationship. However, that's a different discussion for a different day. If you would like to have it, let me know in the comment section below. However, back on topic, Artesian Builds has decided that they were going to be like, look, we're going to take care of our own because we're a great company. We are a great group of people here at Artesian Builds. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take care of our own and facilitate their needs to grow and foster their own communities. Or so we were led to believe. Then in the middle of the giveaway, they were like, we have chosen Kia Pia. Woohoo! Yeah! And then they looked at Kia Pia's audience and they were like, first of all, not big enough. Second of all, no one's even clicked your onboarding link, and you didn't tickle our taint, so we're not going to scratch your back, and therefore, by proxy, you've been disqualified. And then the CEO went on to do this.
I didn't even read the name.
2K followers is under my threshold. 3 days ago is within my threshold. Long streams, which is good. An Artesian Builds div panel. See if you have redeeming qualities.
These babies.
Oh, and there's the reroll. Here's the reason, chatter babies. Here's the reason. This person has 3 months of ambassadorship and not a single click.
Ooh, not a single click.
Not a single click. Not even once.
A little rough. So it sounds
Purged.
so they're re-rolling.
This is an ambassador giveaway, and you've got to be.
Yeah, I'm just as shocked as you are. He decided to fist pump and say, reroll. Like, I'm really confused on how we got here, but without any sort of decorum, without any sort of second thought, they moved on to the next winner. And this is where people started to jump all over them because at no point in your rules did you mention that anybody had to have a certain click-through rate on any sort of advertisement banner. You didn't even announce that you had people in mind that you already knew were on the upper echelon of having a click-through rate. At no point did you ever, I don't know, make it transparent that these were even parameters that were even going to be taken into consideration for who was going to win the award, because you said it was open to everyone who was an affiliate / part of this ambassador program. And somehow, some way, you decided to renege on your own promises, and obviously, audiences worldwide were pretty pissed. So much so that Kia Pia's audience has not only like tripled, quadrupled, but like she has grown up into a big time creator at this point, because when you look at the analytics, she has basically whooshed right past a lot of people there on the Twitch platform. But this isn't about just giving her flowers now. This is about the fact that Cyberpower PC and various other people who build PCs, even other content creators who have a lot of disposable income, have all offered to give her PC parts, make custom builds. They have all decided to go on their way to pick up the slack that Artesian Builds had left behind. But this is not where this story ends. For you see, Artesian Builds has decided that their CEO needs to be looked into. And that's not because they decided they were going to be a good company for once. Oh, no. This is because there's a lot of journalists, aka YouTubers, various other people who are just upset at the situation, people within Kia's community, who've decided to go ahead and check good old Artesian Builds, to the point to where the franchise tax board, which is in California, has suspended Artesian's ability to do business in California. And in order to do business in California, again, they would have to go through a few hurdles, jump through a few hoops, if you will. And what they would need to do is, pay up to $2,000 on just base fees plus whatever it is that they owe. And I know what you're thinking. Well, this is a big time company. That's not going to be a problem. However, let me show you how much they've stepped in it. Because in order to do business in California, again, at any point, what they would need to do is to produce the fee, as I said, and whatever he owes to them, obviously. And if their business is suspended, which it is, they can no longer legally do business, sell, transfer, or exchange property within the state of California. They can no longer file like automatic claim extension. There's no way to follow up with a refund opportunity. There's no way for them to start or continue a protest towards these alleged tax refunds. There's no way for them to legally close or dissolve their business, which means if you wanted to just shut it down and say, we're out of here, we're pulling the plug, and you're never going to see a rent cent from me, that's not an option either. Hell, they can't even bring action to defend their business in court. So if anybody wanted to bring up a lawsuit on them, they would just have to hold the L, because they're not even allowed to appeal any of these things in courts until, once again, all of their funds are paid in full. They're not even allowed to maintain the right to their business name, which makes them very 4chan susceptible. If you don't know what I mean by that, if you lived in California and you could get in touch with the people and people in power out there, if you wanted to, well, I don't know, say open a business based on the same name of Artesian Builds, you could. Well, I mean, you could, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, go ahead and steal their name and squat on it for a little bit out there. But, you know, you would never do that, because, I mean, it's like they could just get their name back when they oh, they can't? Oh, so even if they do get their business back up to snuff and pay off all the taxes that they owe, you still get to keep the name. And if they wanted it back, they would probably have to buy it from you or change their name entirely. Well, if that's just not a sight for sore eyes. But we continue on. It will require them to rename, and their business may be subject to a $2,000 penalty per tax year for missing funds within 60 days of it being demanded to do so. Which is really funny, because when you actually look back at the timeline of events, during the last year, their CEO had bought a $150,000 BMW i8. So it's kind of like, man, you over here ducking taxes, you can't even give a PC, but you over here flexing and flossing on $150,000 costs? That's what you... I mean, if that's who you are, I mean, we're not going to tell you that you're wrong. We just going to laugh at you when the consequences of your own actions come and bite you in the rear. And they have. In full force, to the point to where, the people that you are roasting are more popular than you. And you base this all off of their popularity at the time. And what's even funnier than that is that you guys have had a lot of those aforementioned ambassadors and influencers who you so coerced into your fold to now start turning down opportunities that you've given them. So much so that there's some who are even in the upper echelon, the very ones that you were praising for really being eligible for this giveaway that you were doing. And they're pulling out. They're like, we no longer want to affiliate ourselves with a company that doesn't respect other people's communities. We no longer want to associate with those who would dare dash another content creator for having lower numbers than what they anticipated, because we've all been the lower number Steve. We all been the lower number Janice. And, you know, at some point, we would just want these companies to have some sort of accountability. And it would seem as though we are finally going into an era where we're going to be sticking it to Artesian builds. And when you actually look at Artesian builds and you look at some of their prices for their PC pre-builds, their markup is insane, dude. You could go to iBuyPower, CyberPower PC. You can go damn near any other pre-build website and get comparable builds for $200 to $300 less. Or if you want to spend the exact same amount, you could just get superior builds overall. So really, you got subpar people delivering a subpar pricing point. It's not looking good. It's not a good tandem. It doesn't really mix. And the funny thing is, a lot of people may not have even looked this hard at this company had this person not put the entire foot in the entire company's mouth. And it gets even better. Yes, I know. How is the pot sweeten? How does the plot thicken? Well, don't worry, Sweet Pea. I'm here to help you. Here to be your guide. He came out with an apology. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen the apology, but I'll let it play in full.
Last night on our platform on Twitch, a platform that many amazing creators helped me to create in no small part, I glossed over a few amazing creators in a PC giveaway, and I absolutely should not have done that. And I did it in a stupid way. Really stupid way. I'm extremely sorry about that. Kia, Strawberry, Protege, and any others who are hurt by this. I would not intend that for you, ever. So sorry. That's not how anyone should be treated. We have a platform capable of building people up. And we're going to use that platform going forward to do an even better job of building people up, never tearing them down. It will not happen again. So going forward, any ambassador is eligible to win the PCs. Any ambassador at all. Right back to the rules that we had in place before. And we're going to do everything that we can to do an even better job of helping creators to create and helping the community that we build to be a more inclusive and valuable place to be. I don't really do videos like this a lot, and I don't really know what to say. But I'm extremely sorry, and I wouldn't want to have been treated that way. Stupid. Super stupid. And I won't do it again. I'm an influencer, but I'm also an executive. And those boundaries can get blurred. I know what to do. I appreciate all the feedback from all of you. We spent some time looking at all of it, ingesting, thinking. We will do better. Thank you for your patience, and we hope to create amazing things together real soon.
Now, you see how that apology wasn't an apology? You see the disdain in their heart when he said, there was a big sigh. I don't know if you caught it, but there was a sigh in there, and he says, any content creator of any size will be eligible in our future ambassador program giveaways. There wasn't a sorry. There wasn't a true apology. There wasn't a let's make this right. There wasn't a, you know what, we're going to give you a PC as well. There was none of that. It was 100%, yeah, whatever. All right, y'all are upset. We'll appease the masses. Okay. This wasn't a genuine, heartfelt apology. Also, I don't understand how somebody who can afford a $150,000 car, knows about PCs, couldn't get better like quality on their microphone. Like, why did it sound like he was in the middle of like a fucking tin can? Once again, I'm not here to talk about your production quality, but I'm just saying it's just a little sus if you ask me. But pushing past that, what do you guys think? Do you guys think Artesian sanctions are warranted? Do you think they need to be sanctioned harder than the U.S. is trying to hit Vladimir Putin's pockets right now? Do you think as though there could be more that could be done? Or do you think we've gone a little too far and we're having a little bit too much fun at their expense? And don't get me wrong. This is clearly a CEO issue. All the people who are employed at Artesian builds were from the people who are helping assemble the PCs, the people who are just, you know, they're running the social media. These are not digs at them. These are not digs at you, ladies and gentlemen, who are just working hard in your day-to-day 9-to-5s. I respect the hustle, the grind, etc., etc. But for that CEO to do what he did at y'all's expense, y'all should be coming for him too. Just saying. Just saying. But yo, I've been your boy, Mr. Frosty Combo, and I will see you guys the next time we rise. Take care.